So I had this perfect 10 eating out of the palm of my hand, and then all of a sudden she just poof vanished, and it made me realize that all girls are crazy to some extent, but certain girls are like actually like really, really crazy. Let me tell you this quick story. So hey guys, back to the video in just a few seconds, but first, I had to share these amazing results that I've been having on dating apps using 100% fake AI generated photos. Every single girl that you're seeing on screen right now, I matched with on Bumble using, yes, fake AI photos. And here are the photos on the screen right now that I used. And before you rush to the comments and want to say something dumb like, oh, I could kind of tell that they were fake. I know that you can't tell that they're fake because I'm lying to you. I'm showing you a mixture of both real photos and AI photos, and I bet you can't tell the difference of which is which. And I've done well on the dating apps even before with real photos, but ever since I put AI photos on there into the mix, the results have been absolutely insane, as you were seeing. And not only can I now be super lazy, I don't have to do photo shoots anymore in real life, but I can now get access to backdrops I never could before, such as being on a private jet or some insane looking baller Airbnb. And no, I know what you're thinking. Both the dating app platforms and Instagram cannot tell that these are AI and they will not get you banned. So if you want some of these for yourself, just check out the link in the video description. It's also in the first pinned comment. It's the same link, and we will get back to the regular video now. I'm in a new city and I matched with this girl on Instagram. Oh, by the way, an Instagram match is when you go to a girl's page, you like a couple of her photos, and then follow her. So yeah, you like a couple photos and then follow her and she follows you back. Or if she has a private profile, can't like the photos, you just follow her, she follows you back. That is a match on Instagram, and Instagram is the biggest and best dating app of all time. It mops the floor with Bumble and Tinder, yet none of you schmucks know how to use it. Go to my Instagram, RedbeardRants1, and message me the word Instagram if you want my free guide on how I do this. But back to the story. So we're talking, we're flirting. She was actually the winner of some beauty pageant, and I'm starting to see this as kind of a red flag now. I don't think I'm gonna mess with any more girls that win beauty pageants, because a lot of the time, it's just for you to go all that effort and need to be validated on your beauty that much to like win like an actual like contest. I don't know how I feel about that. And a lot of red flags are just had bad luck with, you know, Miss Latino, whatever, American beauty pageant winners. But anyway, we're talking, we're flirting, it's going great. I do a video call with her. It's amazing. She's really good. And she's one of those little bit like spicy Latinas, a little bit like shit testy girls, which they can be very, very fun. It's actually entertaining and more interesting than like the super quiet and boring ones up to a certain extent. But then it can quickly get out of hand and very, very irritating. With her, I wouldn't say it got super irritating, but there'd be little things where I'm just kind of like, it's just a little uncalled for, irritating. Like I'll be like something like blah, 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 blah. My name is so-and-so, but you can save me your phone as like, you know, your favorite gringo or something like that. And she's like, prefiero europeos, like I prefer Europeans. And it's like, okay, but she was kind of sassy, and I'd throw it back. And then, so she was sending me pictures. It's Halloween as the day I'm recording this, so it was like a day before or after. But point of the story, she went to some Halloween party a day before and sent me, bro, the sexiest Cleopatra outfit. She even looked like a little bit like Egyptian, not like actually Egyptian, but like a light skin Latina, almost like she nailed the Cleopatra fantasy for sure in this outfit. And she was sending me that. It was going really, really well. And then we set up plans. We did a video call. And at some point she says, hey, well, you know, I live far away, so the day that I'm gonna see you, I'm just gonna come directly from work. She's like the manager of like a jewelry store. She's like, I'm gonna come straight in my work uniform. Is that okay? And I go, cool, well, you know, the jewelry store manager uniform. Okay, I mean, it's not exactly the same fantasy as like, you know, the sexy Cleopatra, but it's fun. I'm sure no matter what, you're gonna look sexy, so, you know, it's fine. And she goes, ha ha ha, don't look at me like that. Like, we're still getting to know each other. Don't look at me with those eyes. Right away, I knew something was wrong, because why would she be denying the sexual frame after telling me that I'm so cute, I'm so handsome, she loves my eyes, she loves my beard, which, you know, you get a lot of when you go to kind of untapped markets in Latin America that aren't overrun by gringos yet. Just the uniqueness of your appearance can kind of pay dividends before cities get super saturated. So definitely have that going on here. And she says that, which is kind of like removing the sexual frame after being cool with like heavy flirting the whole time. And I thought that was weird. So then I respond to her. So she says, yeah, don't look at me like that. We're still getting to know each other. And I respond back, oh, just so you know, I am a gentleman and I'm not the easy type, just so you know, like, you know, to take things slow with me, just very, very sarcastically. And she writes back, "Are you making fun of me?" And I write back, "Of course." And then she just writes back, thumbs up emoji, and I go, "Oh shit, she's a crazy biatch. She's a crazy fucking bitch." I already knew it. The second she sent me that thumbs up emoji, and then I said, okay, let me just be the bigger man. At that point, I knew there was no long-term potential with this girl. And I thought, okay, maybe I can still get something out of it. Maybe I'll just, go for I'll just smash real quick, right? So she gives me the thumbs up emoji, and I say, well, listen, yes, I was making fun of you, but it was clearly just a joke. Now, here's the thing, right? For somebody to take a joke the wrong way, you generally have to make a joke about them, the way they talk, their height, that they snort when they laugh, about their financial situation, about a family member or boyfriend, girlfriend of theirs. I made a joke about myself. I said oh, well, I'm not easy, and you have to treat me like a gentleman, just so you know, kind of like being in a playful way. But I guess she chose to take that the wrong way, and boom, gone. Now this is why when I do some of my coaching calls with my students, I sometimes get very, very tired of saying this, but the solution to most of your problems in dating is just get more girls. This is the best advice that you will ever receive in your dating life, is just get more girls. Have some type of system where you're not in scarcity. Maybe you live very, very close to an area where you can do a lot of day game. You live next to this shopping mall. You know that the lunch hour is from 12 to 1. There's fire new chicks coming in there all the time. You can also switch it up. You know what metro stations to hit. Or maybe it's my preferred method. Maybe it's through social media. Maybe I've invested heavily into social media that has you speaking on stage in front of rooms full of people, talking about interesting stuff, doing interesting stuff, on a podcast, telling interesting stories, travel, nice Airbnbs, friends, fun, luxury lifestyle. Maybe you have a social media like that, and even better if you have an online dating virtual assistant messaging girls, adding girls on Instagram for you, because remember, we talked about Instagram, the best dating app of all time. Go to, there's gonna be a link in the video description to my Instagram, which is RedBeardRants1. DM me the word Instagram and I'll send you the guide for free. Maybe you have that, but whatever it is, whether it's some type of in-person system, you're a club promoter, I don't care what it is. My way is social media. I love to do day game, and some markets are good for day game, some are bad, but when you get into a market that's good for day game, I love it too. But my preferred is and will always be social media. I think that's the best thing ever. But you don't have to do it necessarily my way, just some way where you're not in scarcity, you can always meet new girls, because there's no learning or analyzing here, right? Also, if you guys know what your frame is, having a strong masculine frame, whoever has frame control in the situation. So going back to this text earlier, she sends me some type of frame trap where there's really no way to win. She goes, "Are you making fun of me?" And if I'd immediately like a dog, tuck it, ears go down and submissive, "Oh no, I'm not making fun of you," then I look like a little bitch and she's gonna lose attraction. And if I say, "Yeah, I am making fun of you," now she got super offended by it. She got super offended. So when a girl puts you in that frame, it's kind of a lose-lose frame, then you're dealing with a crazy girl, and there's not a whole lot of learning to be done. There's no mistake there. Well, you shouldn't have told her, you should have just apologized right from the beginning. No, because then, you lose attraction. I could go on a date, she probably wouldn't kiss me. She probably would have just flaked on the day, said, "Oh, this guy's weak," and just wrote me off anyway. Now, I see this all the time in the old Facebook groups, the old forums, where it's like I said in the beginning of the video, guy meets girl, the result isn't sex, or even if it is your fault, even if you did drop the ball. Let's say that there are times when you do drop the ball, because there's two different things, right? The answer to both is get more girls. I get a couple matches, but they're just not hot enough. Well, do you get hot matches once in a while? Well, yeah, get more girls, get more matches. Yeah, I'm just finding that, my confidence isn't quite there, and I go on some dates, but I need more momentum and more reference experiences to get more confidence. Get more girls, right? Or, I'm dating a bunch of girls, but and I'm sleeping with them, and it's going really, really well, but I get bored with them, and I just can't find a girl that I think is long-term relationship material. Get more girls. The answer to everything is just get more girls. In addition to understand when you're dealing with crazy bitches, and don't immediately beat yourself up. Now, I know as men, especially if, guys into self-development, if you're watching this channel, the natural inclination is for us to always kind of just blame ourselves and take responsibility for everything. But when you make a lighthearted joke, have you guys ever been there where you made some very, very lighthearted joke, and the girl's eating out of the palm of your hand, either in like I said, you know, some cold approach situation or over text, and then she just completely loses her shit and goes insane. When it's that type of thing, it's not your fault, so don't always take things up the butt, but do always be analytical, understand when you do drop the ball, and at the same time, realize that the answer to so much of this is getting more girls. This is why I'm a big proponent of any type of system that you can build. You know what, I'll do another training too. There'll be just a straight up link to a video that teaches you how I built this automated system for meeting women, like using Instagram, so you guys don't gotta like, you know, worry about any of this stuff. But that's all I want to say, quick story, and that's all. More free game coming soon, boys. Subscribe, like the video, and subscribe. Especially if you're new here, please subscribe. When you guys watch my shit for the first time,